Hashtag the Iceman, the family man who hid a dark secret. What if the person living next door was hiding a terrifying secret? A loving husband, a caring father, an ordinary neighbor. At least, that's what everyone believed. But behind that ordinary life, investigators uncovered a story that shocked America. This is the story of Richard Kuklinski, the man the world came to know as the Iceman. Hashtag a normal life. Richard Kuklinski lived in suburban New Jersey. He had a wife, children, a home, and to everyone around him, he looked completely ordinary. Neighbors described him as quiet, reserved. Nothing about him suggested that investigators would later accuse him of multiple murders. Sometimes, the most dangerous secrets hide behind the most ordinary faces. Hashtag a troubled beginning. Richard later claimed he grew up in a violent home. According to his own accounts, he suffered severe abuse as a child. Some of these claims cannot be independently confirmed, but investigators agree his childhood was deeply troubled. As he grew older, he became involved in criminal activity. Eventually, authorities alleged he had connections to organized crime. Exactly how deep those connections went remains debated. Hashtag the hunt. For years, detectives suspected Richard Kuklinski. But suspicion wasn't enough. They needed proof. Witnesses were afraid. Evidence was limited, and Richard continued living as if nothing had happened. So investigators made a bold decision. Instead of waiting, they would bring the evidence to him. Hashtag the undercover operation. An undercover investigator slowly earned Richard's trust. Meeting after meeting, conversation after conversation, hidden recording devices captured crucial evidence. Authorities also gathered additional forensic evidence. Piece by piece, the case came together. Finally, in December 1986, Richard Kuklinski was arrested. The man who had lived quietly for years was now in police custody. Hashtag the trial. In court, prosecutors presented evidence connecting him to multiple murders. The jury found him guilty. He received multiple life sentences. While serving those sentences, Richard gave many interviews. He claimed responsibility for far more killings. He also claimed he worked as a contract killer. But many of those claims have never been verified. Several investigators believe he exaggerated parts of his story. Even today, the full truth remains uncertain. Hashtag the Iceman. Why was he called the Iceman? The nickname came after one victim's body was discovered after being stored in freezing conditions. Investigators believed this delayed efforts to estimate the time of death. The media quickly adopted the nickname, and soon the Iceman became known around the world. Richard Kuklinski died in prison in 2006. Some questions were answered in court. Others may never be answered. Was he really everything he claimed to be? Or did he create his own terrifying legend? That question still divides investigators to this day. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. For more true crime mysteries and untold investigations, keep watching The Hidden Dossier.